Yo, 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 welcome back. Zackerman here. And we are just under 2 weeks out from the show. 13 days to be exact. And this week was harder. Prep brain's setting in. Emotions are getting a little more volatile. And mentally having some more challenging days. Most of the days this week, I was pretty hyped. Had a lot of excitement and energy for the show, and that kind of drove me pretty good throughout the week. There were a few days though that were pretty mentally challenging, emotionally challenging. Things like self-doubt, staying present become more challenging. You start thinking about the future and what's the show going to be like, or man, I can't wait to get to the off season and do this or eat this, or I'm aware of kind of needing to enjoy the process and soak up each moment as it's happening. I don't want to look back and regret not being as present as I possibly could, because I know this is the time that this is what it's all about right here, and I don't want to miss these moments, as tough as they are, as restricted as you are from other things in life. This is the dream, and I'm living it, and I'm right here. I've wanted to get here to this point for 2 years to get back on stage, and so just trying to keep a focused mind and stay present. I think a lot of this stuff is normal prep stuff, that you kind of go through mentally. So I'm aware of that too. And, just talk to my wife about it and the Lord. And, it seemed to help kind of rein me back in as I kind of, veer off at times. This week, weight was kind of around 202, 203, maybe sucked down to 201, 202. No major changes really to the weight. Still doing 65 minutes cardio. We took a full rest day yesterday. We've been doing that once a week now. I'm pretty bad at resting. I have this workaholic mindset, and it's hard for me to just take a full rest day. But that's been mandated, and that's been helpful. I usually get to those days and I'm dead tired and need it and just lay around all day, and so that's really been nice. Food was cut twice this week. My 2 rice meals that were 200 grams of rice were cut to 100 grams each, and then later in the week we removed the half cup oats that was in my breakfast. So now calories around 1800, and we're making a good push here for conditioning in the last 2 weeks before we fill up for the show. Still looking to make 198 for light heavyweight, but ultimately just want to bring the best look. So if that lands us in a different class, that's not a big deal at all. As stress and sleep are getting more challenging, I went and got Revive Calm Plus. That's been helpful for managing cortisol. That's a big thing for me, as I mentioned in another video, just not being too stressed, not ruining things in the last couple weeks, because your body starts to stall up because you're too stressed, and sleep, being hungry all the time, waking up super hungry in the middle of the night. I was dreaming about donuts last night. So I have a sleep aid with some melatonin and stuff to help me get a full and better sleep cycle, and that's been helping as well. Training was really good this week, despite being weaker. Really focused on contractions and maybe a little higher rep ranges to try and pump blood into the muscle really good, but relatively start off with some good strength, and then it fades pretty quickly. And then cardio, have been alternating between incline treadmill, Cybex arc, and then today actually did the elliptical, just trying to keep things fresh and keep myself pushing. Don't want to get too complacent on one cardio machine, and that keeps it probably count on 2 hands the amount of cardio sessions we have left. So I just want to give everything that I can to each one. And like I said, the biggest thing I'm focusing on right now, with, you know, prep brain coming on strong and starting to think about the future more, is just enjoying these last several days. The anticipation, because once the show's over, the anticipation's gone. There's nothing to anticipate. The excitement is gone. You know, I don't want to wish away this time. So just trying to keep a balanced mindset, stay present, enjoy everything as it comes, let the emotions be real, and just live life that way. You know, as you can see, I got a haircut, so we're starting to shape things up. We shaved the beard, so starting to look a little more stage ready. And then this week I'll start tanning every day to get a good base coat for our skin. And then the last thing that I want to announce is the coach that I've been working with. Linked up with this guy around 9 weeks out when I started having more self-doubts about my ability to get myself to the show, and reached out, and he was very responsive and willing to help. And he's also someone who's in recovery like myself, and so that was a big factor for me wanting to work with him. He's a pro, and it's Nate Spear. I've been working with him, and I couldn't be happier so far. Communication levels very high, attention to details very high. I can tell he's passionate about his work and helping people bring their best. You know, we've had some good conversations about bodybuilding and then the industry, and just, you know, it's exciting to have someone who kind of matches my level of intensity, and we're definitely on the same page with, you know, what this show means to me, and what the future possibly and probably looks like, you know, with in terms of an off season and growing, and, you know, just one small goal at a time, but also dreaming big. And so really pleased with that, and think that was kind of a God moment, you know, where he put the right person in my life at the right time. You know, I had worked with another coach before, and that was great. Obviously I had my reasons for why I didn't want to do that, but ultimately just had to kind of go with what I thought was going to be best for me at this point in time, and going forward. And so that's where we're at right now. Excited to be working with Nate, and excited to see what we can bring to the stage in 13 days, and then progress the relationship and the my physique into the rebound and off season. All good things to come. So we're excited. We'll catch you next week at 1 week out, peak week, and we'll give you an update then. So thanks for following along. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. Really just, you know, trying to do this to document my own journey. But anyone that's following along, it's exciting that you are, and I'm glad that you're here. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good week.